So we are the Gliderpy team, small but strong. That's me, Lindsay, and our erstwhile mentor, Felipe. So the idea of Gliderpy is to build on the pre-existing library Erdapy, which, as the name suggests, fetches data from ERDAP servers. This is the stuff that Felipe was presenting earlier in the week. I've posted a link to this notebook, a binder link, so if you want to follow along with us, you are very welcome to. So first, I'm going to show what Erdapy does by itself. So this is the library that we're basing our project on. We have to pass it a server, specify the protocol, the response, a bunch of variables to get, and then make a pandas data frame by giving it some information on parsing. And we finally get our data set here, which is sort of core glider variables of location, depth, salinity, and temperature. So we've made an API that we call Gliderpy, and this emulates the UI of ArgoPy, made by Guillaume Mays and others. So it's wrapping the Erdapy protocol, but just making it more user-friendly. We're trying to lower the barrier to entry for people who just want to get glider data into Python as fast as they can. So we've made a fetcher. All we need to give that fetcher is a database, which we've currently hard-coded to iOS, though we'll support more in future, and a dataset ID. And we get the exact same data frame here as we did with the long ERDAP request above. So that was our primary goal. I'm just going to try with a different data set, just to show that this isn't a load of horrible hard coding behind the magic curtain. We can indeed get other data out of this thing. We can also pass time and spatial constraints. So it will take lat, lon, and a time slice of a particular query, if you're only interested in a certain area. And we've also written a class to grab a server and find all of the glider data sets on that server. So by default, it searches for the term glider, and we can see it found 753 data sets here, and it lists them all for you. Or you can supply your own strings. So say I'm feeling particularly institutionally loyal, and I just want UW gliders rather than any other ones. There's only 20 of those. I get the names right here. Or maybe I'm happy with both UW, either UW or Scripps, but not other institutions. So I find 203 data sets. And all of these IDs can be passed back to our original function. Sorry, any one of these IDs can be passed back to our original fetcher, and it will bring the data straight to you. Eventually, this is quite a big data set, so imagine some hold music. Once we do get that data, we'd like to plot it up. So Lindsay has written a few functions for this. I'm going to mute myself and pass over to her now. That data should be with us soon.
All right, so can you guys hear me?
Yep.
All right. So we'll have to wait for that that other cell to run to be able to plot. But ArgoPy had these really simple plot functions to be able to get that data displayed really quickly, just as like a quick look at your data. So we developed a couple of functions to do the similar thing. So the first function, plot track, will plot the track of the gliders or your set of glider data sets, and we'll show it on a simple plot. Right now, it's slowly getting there. It is a little bit of data, so it'll take a second. But right now, that is hard-coded to be like colored. There we go. So right now, it's hard-coded to be colored by temperature, but we plan to build in functionality to have user-defined variables as input in the future for that. The other one is plotting a transect. So this one, you can pass it a certain variable, temperature or salinity, which are the couple of the main ones available on this server. And you can easily just plot that transect right here. So this will be the idea is that this will provide like a really quick look at the data when people are grabbing it, just to kind of get a feel for it before they actually have to, develop their own plotting themselves. So it provides a quick look.
And that's our 5 minutes.